obviously I know very little about you. I heard about you just because somebody sent a message in saying they'd heard your music played at a party, which is very exciting.
I'm kind of crazy, actually.
It's cool. So, but you're from Peel originally, aren't you?
Yeah, yeah. Was born in the Isle of Man. I grew up a little bit in Castletown, but then I moved to Peel, and then I lived there till I was 14, 13.
And where are you now?
I'm in Northern Ireland.
So, yes, you've sent me some links to your songs, which are really lovely. It's lovely stuff. So how long have you actually been making music for? How long have you been songwriting?
I got into making music around very early 2017, mainly through like Eminem. So I started writing raps, and then I started writing the kind of songs I am now 2018.
Because that's a very different style.
Yeah. I'm glad I don't do it anymore because it's atrocious. But yeah.
I kind of feel like I need to have listened to some of your raps, but I take it they're not available anywhere.
I've got every old song I did, but I'm never getting rid of them. But I don't want anyone to hear them. It's a bit of a contrast to writing little love songs as well. So
yeah, were they very angry and political?
I think I was just trying to be like him. So yeah, probably not knowing what I was talking about at all. But
yeah, you were just trying to lose yourself in the moment, as they say. Oh, terrible. So tell us about your music now then. How would you sort of describe what you do?
Ooh, I'd say I make like indie rock kind of. The new style for myself would definitely be coming from like the Strokes, and I'm trying to get into like with the Oasis sound, the Britpop kind of era of myself.
Yeah, and I'm guessing that would be sort of slightly before your time, would it, when Oasis were really big? Yeah. So what is it about that you like?
I love the lyrics they do, and like the Noel's songwriting, and Liam's voice really attracts me to their music, I gotta say.
Yeah, and I'm guessing that obviously where you are now, I mean, does it have a good music scene? Is it supportive of the music there? Have you got plenty of places to play and share your music?
I don't go out and perform, not yet anyway. But my granddad, he sings. He's like an Irish folk. He does covers of songs. He's really good. He's got a CD, so I remember listening to that when I was younger. But there's not really many. I don't think many artists around my area. I think I'm the only one like still undiscovered or whatever. But yeah, trying to make my area known, I guess.
And of course now, in some respects, you could argue it doesn't really matter if you're not sort of like the next big thing in your town, because as you've done, you can load your music to YouTube and, make yourself available to the rest of the world, can't you?
Yeah. It's like I liked how that's a thing now. So I don't have to travel the world and risk it. I can sit in my bedroom, make music, put it up. Nobody likes it. I haven't really lost anything apart from, my time, I guess, not money or anything.
Well, clearly you make an impression, because we did have that message in saying, I heard some guy from the Isle of Man being played at a party. So you're going down a treat, and it sounds like you've obviously got some proud family and friends still here on the Isle of Man who are presumably trumpeting loud about how great your music is to anyone that'll listen.
Yeah, well, I think that's mostly my dad probably.
And you've sent me some links to a couple of your songs, which are so lovely. They're really good tunes here. Tell us a little bit about them then. Tell us about One More High, first of all.
One More High. So all of my stories, I think, are based off my friends. So like their love and whatever. So One More High is about wanting to get away from like a relationship, but also wanting to keep the feeling, So like he wants to be with her, but he also wants to forget absolutely everything about her because he or her ruined their life. So it's just breakup love songs that I'm doing right now, and that's probably one of my best songs I've ever made.
I think people tend to relate to it, don't they? Because they like the emotion, and if they've been through something similar, they sort of feel connected to it, don't they?
Yeah, my friend Ollie recently brought that up to me, and he was like, "I don't know if you realize it, but you help people relate in your songs," and I never knew that. I just wrote songs I thought were cool, so it's nice to know that I get people to relate to me.
Yeah, that's great, because I suppose in some respects, well, what more could you ask for as a songwriter, to have that connection with the people that listen to your music?
Creates a fan as well, so
yeah, exactly.
Even better.
So who do you connect to then musically? Who do you find yourself sort of listening to and thinking, yeah, this person gets me?
Ooh, I don't know. Because when I listen to music, I just listen to it for a good time. But if I want to feel something, I don't know. I'd say...
Yeah, who did you listen to last then?
I listen to AC/DC.
Good choice.
Oasis as well.
Yeah.
The Strokes. I'd say the Strokes are my number one. Coldplay as well. The old Coldplay.
Yeah. So again, stuff that is before your time. So is it just sort of searching online where you find these artists and they're sort of recommended through other things, or has it come through your family, or how have you found them?
A bit of both. So my mum would play older songs like Creedence Clearwater Survival or Revival when I was younger, and I really liked them as well, as long as AC/DC. And then obviously I just search up like playlists and see who's in it, like rock playlists, and then I'd find Kiss or Bon Jovi and stuff like that, really.
All good choices, I have to say. So tell us a little bit about Foolish Angel then, which is the other song you sent me a link to.
I'd say it's a bit of a true story. So Foolish Angel is me treating an old friend not too well, but her always being there for me and coming back. And then one time I treat her badly, she doesn't come back, and I'm wondering where she is, and she still hasn't come back. So it's a bit of a sad song, disguised as like a pop kind of song. But So it's kind of almost sort of confessional, really, isn't it? So how did it make you feel when you were sort of writing it? Did it feel cathartic, or was it just because you hoped she'd hear it and forgive you? I wanted to send it to her, but I didn't know if that would be a bit weird. But I was feeling strange writing it, and don't know if it was too personal, but I just stuck with it and released it, and it did pretty good. So
you are a foolish angel who wound up taking the blame, and I hurt you. You've not come back again. I remember where it all began. I would tell you everything, even all the songs I sing about you. Where are you now? You are a foolish angel.
So tell us about the producing side then. So do you do everything sort of on a home system, or how does it work?
So what I do is I write myself, I record myself, but with the beats and the instrumentals, I just get them off YouTube. So there's like type beats of artists that I do. So I'd get like a Strokes type beat or Oasis type beat. What I want to do is produce myself, so I don't have to go down like leasing a beat. Because right now I can only upload certain music to Spotify and that without it getting taken down or copyright strikes. So that's what I want to do, is produce more.
So do you have any plans to sort of come back and share your music over here at all, or?
I mean, I was thinking about coming over next year and just going out and maybe doing a lot of live if I practice my singing voice. But we'll see what happens. Possibly next year though.
Great. And what about the songs themselves? What are your plans? Are you planning to put an album together, or do you think that's not really necessary nowadays?
I mean, I don't think my age group or anything has the attention span for an album, even like a meaningful album anyway. But I'd like to make an album. Now I'm getting into producing myself as well. So
yeah,
we'll see. I'd like to make an album.
Well, listen, let us know sort of where we can find your music, how we can support you. And obviously, we'll keep an eye as to whether or not you're coming back to the Isle of Man. But first of all, online, how can we find you?
Oh, okay. So I have Spotify, which is my name with an exclamation mark on the end of it.
Yeah, I like that. It kind of sounds really exciting. Torin!
YouTube channel, which is, I think we can do handles now. So if you just type in, so youtube.com/@Torin was taken.
Oh, very clever. I like what you've done there. Torin, it's really good to speak with you. Thanks for taking the time. And it is lovely to put a voice and some music to those text messages that came through.
Oh, yeah, thanks for having me.